The Icebreaker, 6 non-conference series, and the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame game highlight the schedule for Week 2, and we've got a preview in this week's NCHC Morning Skate. We begin in Las Vegas, where number 15 and 16 Omaha will be one of 4 teams competing in the annual Icebreaker tournament. The Mavericks open against number 14 UMass on Friday afternoon at Orleans Arena and then play either Air Force or 5th-ranked Minnesota the next night. UNO is coming off a 3-2 overtime loss to number 10 Wisconsin in its exhibition opener last weekend. Tyler Rollwagon had both goals for Omaha, while Simon Latkozy stopped all 16 shots he faced in 2 periods of work. The Mavericks last faced the Minutemen way back in December of 2004, losing 5-2 in Amherst. They haven't played Air Force since opening Baxter Arena in October of 2015. Should they face Minnesota on Saturday, it will be a rematch from last year's NCAA West Regional Semifinals, where the Gophers pulled out a 3-2 win.
See a very good team coming in ranked high, and obviously with the great experience they've had in the last few years there, winning a national championship and doing some good things for their program. It will be an exciting test to get those guys for the opening season. And obviously, a couple tendencies we're looking at while they play, and we'll be ready for them on Friday night.
In another top 15 matchup, number 6 North Dakota hosts 11th and 12th ranked Providence on Saturday night in the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame game. The Fighting Hawks dropped a 4-1 exhibition decision to Augustana of the CCHA last Saturday in the first ever meeting of the two schools. Preseason all-conference pick Cameron Berg had UND's lone goal. The Fighting Hawks last played Providence in October of 2014, earning a 6-1 win and a 2-2 tie at home. Arizona State welcomes a top 10 foe as number 10 Michigan comes to the desert for a pair of games at Mullet Arena. The Sun Devils began their tenure in the NCHC with a split at Air Force of Atlantic Hockey last Friday and Saturday. On Friday, NCHC Forward of the Week Bennett Shimmick tallied his first career hat trick and added an assist in the 8-1 win. The Providence transfer had another goal and an assist the next night as ASU fell in overtime 4-3. Shimmick is tied with Denver's Jack Devine for the NCAA scoring lead after the opening weekend with 6 points each. Noah Beck had 5 assists for ASU in the series to earn NCHC Defenseman of the Week. The Sun Devils are 0-5-1 all-time against the Wolverines. The two teams last met in Ann Arbor in 2021. Michigan won 4-1 before the two teams fought to a 1-1 draw. Also this weekend, number 12 Colorado College is back at Robeson Arena to host Northern Michigan of the CCHA on Friday and Saturday. The Tigers opened with an 8-0 exhibition win over Briarcrest College out of Saskatchewan last Saturday. Defenseman Ty Gallagher had 2 goals and an assist, while Drew Montgomery also lit the lamp twice. 3 CC goalies combined for a 5-save shutout. CC and NMU are renewing acquaintances after a 27-year hiatus. The last time they met was December of 1996, when CC swept a series in Colorado Springs. Number 15 and 16 St. Cloud State is back in action this weekend against another CCHA foe, facing Bemidji State in a home-and-home series. The Huskies opened the regular season last Sunday, beating current CCHA member and future NCHC member St. Thomas 1-0 in St. Paul. Ryan Rossborough scored the only goal, and sophomore Isaac Posh earned his second career shutout with 34 saves. That garnered him the first NCHC Goaltender of the Week honors. That win came on the heels of a 5-1 exhibition loss to then number 6 Minnesota in St. Cloud last Saturday. SCSU and Bemidji State played another home-and-home series last season, with the Huskies earning matching 6-1 wins. The NCHC versus CCHA battles continue as 17th-ranked Western Michigan begins NCAA play against old CCHA rival Ferris State. It's a home-and-home series that starts Friday in Kalamazoo. Last Saturday, the Broncos earned a 4-1 win over the U.S. National Team Development Program in an exhibition game at Lawson Arena. 4 different players scored for WMU, while Cameron Rowe and Hampton Slukinski combined for 15 saves in goal. This will be the 4th straight year the two West Michigan neighbors have faced off in non-conference play. Last year, the Broncos won 6-4 at home before tying the Bulldogs 3-3 in Big Rapids. Speaking of Ferris State, Miami returns home after tying the Bulldogs twice in Big Rapids last weekend to open the season. The two old CCHA rivals played to a 3-3 tie on Friday night and followed that up with a 4-4 deadlock on Saturday. Blake Messenberg had a goal each night for MU. This weekend, the Red Hawks welcome independent Alaska Anchorage on Friday and Saturday. The Seawolves were swept by number 1 Denver in Anchorage last weekend. Earlier, we talked about teams playing each other after long gaps in the all-time series. This matchup wins the prize this week. Miami and UAA haven't played each other since 1987, when the Seawolves swept MU in a pair of games in the last frontier. The two schools have played just 3 prior games all time. Finally, Minnesota Duluth, receiving votes in both national polls this week, heads east for a 2-game set at UMass Lowell of Hockey East on Friday and Saturday. The Bulldogs began the season last Saturday against Bemidji State, losing 4-3 in overtime after battling back from 3 one-goal deficits. Jason Chagabe had 2 goals and an assist in his collegiate debut, good for a nod as the NCHC Rookie of the Week. The next night, UMD beat Manitoba in an exhibition game 7-2. Duluth last played UMass Lowell in October of 2019, splitting a pair of 1-goal games at Amsoil Arena. Here's another look at this weekend's schedule. Plenty of great non-conference matchups with NCHC teams hosting 9 games. And remember, you can see those 9 games live on NCHC.TV, the official streaming platform of the conference. That's it. You're ready for all the action. Thanks for watching the NCHC Morning Skate.